So we haven't reviewed any WizKids Unpainted minis here in quite a while, and while we're in the midst of this little bit of a lull period, they sent us over a couple of boxes of Baldur's Gate 3 Special Edition Nolzur's Unpainted minis, so I thought we could take a quick look. This set has both unpainted versions of the main party members that you know and love, and some memorable NPCs. So with thanks to WizKids for sending these along to review, let's take a look at some Baldur's Gate 3 Unpainted minis. Humblewood Beyond the Canopy is finally here. This standalone 5e sequel to Humblewood takes us on a new epic campaign that brings our heroes beyond the wood to save the entire continent from an undead artificer trying to bring about a new ice age. It also brings us 6 new playable animal races and a new class, the Gadgeteer, who harnesses various power sources and inventions to get your party out of trouble. Join the most exciting third-party 5e project of the year right now over on Kickstarter using our links in the corner or in the doohickey down below. Humblewood Beyond the Canopy on Kickstarter now. Let's start off with some familiar faces. Also, spoiler warning for the adventure from here on out. Each set includes 2 unpainted minis. We'll start off with 2 of the main party members, Wyll and Karlach. The sculpts here are the same ones that you're going to find in the Baldur's Gate 3 character box set. Wyll is a human who grew horns as part of his warlock pact with a demon, and Karlach is a Zariel tiefling barbarian. Both of them are origin characters in the game, meaning that you can play them as your main character if you want to. Let's continue with 2 more origin characters and companions, Lae'zel and Shadowheart. Lae'zel is a Githyanki fighter, and Shadowheart is a half-high elf cleric of Shar, the goddess of trickery and death, hence the name Shadowheart, I guess. I quite like the Shadowheart sculpt here, and the pose in particular. It's unique and pretty great for a cleric. Our final 2 origin characters / companions are Gale and Astarion, possibly the 2 most contentious companions in the game, and my 2 personal favorites. Astarion is a half-elf rogue vampire, and Gale is a human wizard. I've noticed that some of these are arriving to me a little bit bent. There's a little bit of a lean to them, but that's something that I can fix up with just a little bit of hot water. I really do wonder if folks are picking up these minis to play as these particular characters, or if they're using them for new characters. If you're planning to pick these up, let me know how you're going to use them. Next up, we have 2 potential companions in the game, but who aren't origin characters. You meet them a little bit later in the game. This is Jaheira and Halsin. Jaheira is a high half-elf druid and a character who is also in Baldur's Gate 1 and 2. Halsin is a wood elf Circle of the Moon druid, and he can famously wild shape into a cave bear. If you know, you know. Next up, we have 2 supporting characters in the adventure, Volo and Withers. And yes, that is the Volo, Volothamp Gadarm, world-renowned wizard, traveler, and chronicler, famous for the books of Volo's Guide to Monsters and Volo's Guide to Waterdeep. And longtime fans of the Gallant Goblin here will be glad to know that he does come with a head. Again, if you know, you know. And we also have Withers, a mysterious undead figure who calls himself a scribe, a seneschal, and a keeper of records. Next up, we have Raphael and Sarevok Anchev. Now, the rest of these minis, including Volo from before, have their painted figures in the Adventures from Baldur's Gate box sets from WizKids. Raphael is a Cambion devil who delights in tempting mortals with offers that they can't refuse. Anchev has a long history with the franchise. He's a human infused with some of the essence of the god of murder, Baal. He was the big bad of Baldur's Gate 1 and a companion in Baldur's Gate 2. And here we have Zevlor and Ulder Ravengard. Zevlor was the commander of the Hell Riders in Elturel before they got briefly dragged down into Avernus, and now he's a refugee. Ravengard is the Supreme Marshal of the Flaming Fist and the father of Wyll. You actually meet him in both Rise of Tiamat and Descent into Avernus, so he's a pretty helpful mini to have around. And finally, we have Dame Aylin and Minthara. I am not going to tell you anything about Dame Aylin, aside from the fact that she's an Aasimar, which is pretty obvious. She's a really interesting and fun character, though. Minthara is actually another potential companion. She's a Loathsworn drow and an Oath of Vengeance paladin. But dang, that Dame Aylin figure is epic. Keep in mind that if you want the full-color versions of these figures, they can be found in the Baldur's Gate character box set or in the Adventures from Baldur's Gate booster box set. Now, I'm hoping to get those full set reviews out to you sometime this summer when my regular day job goes on holiday. The Nolzur's Baldur's Gate 3 Unpainted minis will be available in spring 2025 for between $5 and $6 a pack. Let me know what you think about them in the comment section down below. And that's all I've got for you today. So for now, please stay safe, have fun, love each other, and I will see you next time at the Gallant Goblin.